me ask you about Josesito Lopez fighting against Berto. Yeah, and how do you see that fight playing out? It's interesting because both Berto and Josesito Lopez, they came off some tough losses.
Tough losses,
And I think it's like who has the most left, right?
Yeah, this is definitely a fight where both are coming off some losses, and we had to take a step back and kind of get his confidence back. Some fights he's looked okay, and other fights not so great. The thing about Josesito, he's been in every fight other than Canelo fight. He's been in every fight to win. Lost a split decision to Jesse Vargas, and depending who you talk to, some people say we won, some people thought we lost. Yeah. Even early in his career when he lost to Edgar Santana in like 2007, 2008, split decision, in Florida. Even the Maidana fight, the other fight, he was doing well and it was a good action fight, and he got caught. Stopped prematurely, we feel, but hey, it happens. You got to move on. You can't. I've always. I'm the type where I don't dwell on the losses. You can't. You just gotta. You use them as a learning tool, and you move on and try to learn from them. But the Berto fight presents its own challenges. Berto's an athletic guy, former world champion, good puncher. Questions about his chin. Not questions about his heart. Questions about his chin. This probably is a true fight. Who's got what left, and this is definitely a fight where both guys are desperate for a win in a meaningful fight.
And I had talked to Josesito Lopez in the round table over there, and he was saying, the losses are really depressing.
Right.
And he said he feels like his support.
Right.
They're backing him. They have more confidence in him. I'm paraphrasing, but he pretty much said they have more confidence in him than he does himself.
Right.
Not saying he doesn't have confidence.
Right. No, I hear what you're saying.
How do you?
You got to pick them up. In other words, you got to say, hey, we bounce back, we move forward. You keep. That's part of the sport. It's part of life. You deal with the setbacks and you keep. Hopefully you learn and you keep marching forward. You know what I mean? I definitely not the type to let a guy put his head in the sand after a loss. And definitely not the type to let someone get their head in the clouds after a win. You know what I mean? You got to keep the even medium. It's not always the easiest thing to do. But this is definitely a all-action fight, definitely a pick-em fight, and I definitely feel that with the work we put in and how driven and motivated he really is, I definitely think we're going to come out on top Saturday.
How were those sparring sessions? How did they look?
Oh,
in sparring and training?
I'll be honest, man. I know people say this all the time, oh, he looked better than ever, but he really did look better than ever. He, energy-wise, movement, just things we've been working on. It's a lot that he looked better on. Hopefully that carries over the fight and translates into a victory.